What's up, guys? It's Mike for Sim Racing 604. Welcome back to the hangar here in Assetto Corsa to look at this beautiful Corvette ZR1. This is the C4 edition of the Corvette in white. It is a beautiful car, and I don't usually do dedications on my videos, but this one is actually from my dad. I know this was, or is, my dad's dream car. So yeah, Dad, you're welcome to come over and try the rig anytime you like and give this one a virtual drive. So yeah, I love you, Dad, and this one's for you. With that aside, again, you're looking at the C4 ZR1 Corvette. So this particular model ran from 93 to 95 and retailed surprisingly for under 40,000 US. Of course, going back 20 plus years, that was actually a lot more money, but if guaranteed, if they had this car for 40,000 US now, it would be selling lights out. Speaking of lights, let's take a quick look at the cool lights that A3DR has added. So I should have mentioned off the top, this is brought to you by A3DR. It's available for free on Race Department, and really could not be happier with this. It's an absolutely fantastic model. It looks great, it drives great, and this is version 0.9. There's a few things they're still tweaking, but overall, a very nice looking car. Let's swing around and look at those very famous tail lights. You can identify a Corvette from a long way away just by those beautiful, beautiful tail lights and brake lights. So this thing under the hood up front, this is a front engine rear wheel drive car, and under the hood it is a 350 cubic inch V8 engine, the LT5. So it's pumping out north of 400 horsepower and in the high 300s for pound-feet of torque. And to keep that all on the ground, they had 315 rear tires and actually had to widen the body to accommodate those rear tires on this ZR1. So absolutely beautiful piece of American machinery, and it actually represents something else in terms of American performance cars. So American performance cars had always been known for going fast in a straight line, but with cars like this, you know, with the wider tires, lower stance, wider body, traction control, ABS, they started to move towards sort of track-oriented performance and not just drag racing performance. And we see now with the modern Corvette, with the modern, you know, Viper ACR and things like that, they are legitimate track cars. So this was, I guess, sort of a transition towards that, and very excited to have this in Assetto Corsa to drive. Beautiful, beautiful looking car. And we'll just quickly take a jump into the passenger seat here. As you can see, as you'd expect for the $40,000 price point, nothing too fancy on the interior. This thing was meant to be driven. So made it to a 6-speed plus reverse transmission H-pattern shifter, and yeah, just kind of kept it all under control with that 6-speed transmission. I don't know what the 6th gear is for exactly. This is a lot with 4 gears alone. So this is the C4 ZR1 Corvette, brought to you by A3DR, available through Race Department. As always, the link will be in the description to this video. Fantastically well done, beautiful looking car, great driving car. Let's get it out on track and see what we can do. Alright guys, so here we are in the pits at Mugello on board this Corvette ZR1. We're going to just turn a couple laps here. What a sound. What an absolutely beautiful sound. I want to just take a minute before we actually begin our lap to look at something real quick. So that is the interior detailing on this ZR1. It's outstanding is all I can say. The level of detail that has gone into this mod is just off the charts. So we can see, if we look in real close here, we have driver's seat adjustments. We have ride control adjustable to tour or performance or sport. The radio, those of us who are old enough to remember when they had combined CD and cassette radios, that's what we're looking at here, I do believe, or perhaps it's just CD, that compact disc logo in the top left there. Amazing, absolutely amazing. But it also has fast forward and rewind buttons, so perhaps that's cassette. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. And then the AC controls there, and then the buttons to adjust what you're seeing on this this dash display here. absolutely incredible. Just the amount of detail that has gone into this car is beautiful, and I just wanted to take a minute to appreciate that, because not all mods have this level of detail, and it's really, really astounding. So just my mind is blown. It's so well done, so well done. Having never sat in a Corvette ZR1, I can't tell you whether or not this is accurate, but I assume when you go to this level of detail that it absolutely is. So, clutch in. First gear, and let's go. So that is, of course, miles per hour that you're seeing on the dash. You're probably used to seeing kilometers for most. Cold tires right now, so we'll just take it nice and easy on the outlap. You can hear that V8 engine up front powering me around this course. We do have traction control and ABS on board. It's just a toggle, it's either on or off. I currently have them on as per the factory default. And it is remarkably stable considering the era of this car. Whoop, bit too fast into that corner. Yeah, it feels surprisingly stable, guys, considering we have over 400 horsepower pumping into those rear wheels. And this thing drives beautifully. Still rocking those cold tires. These are actually semi-slick tires. Whoops. Clutch. Use the clutch, Mike. So about 2/3 of the way done this lap, and then we'll try to get a decent lap somewhere in the 2 minutes 15 seconds range. Oh, and I forgot to turn my timer on, so we'll just have to imagine that it was a 2:15. Up into 4th gear. This thing actually has 6 gears plus reverse. I promise you this, you will never touch 6th gear. It has a theoretical maximum speed based on gearing of 531 kilometers an hour. I suspect you would rip the space-time continuum before you reached 531 kilometers an hour in a Corvette. But who knows? 130, 140 miles an hour, still in 4th gear. Didn't even use 5th there. So I'm not quite sure what those upper gears are even for. Drag racing, perhaps. I guess fuel economy would have to come into the picture at some point. If you're doing a lot of highway driving, you might use 5th. 6th gear, I think, is just there for show. And again, nice and nimble around here. The V8 doesn't feel overpowered or underpowered. It feels just about right for this era. I think Chevrolet really hit the mark with this car. Very well balanced performance car. Bit of a slide there, easily controlled. And yeah, we've come to expect nothing less from these Need for Speed tournament packs than perfection, and this one really hits the mark. I like how, you know, the modders are taking their time with these ones, making sure everything is right, and quite frankly, they are right. This is a really tremendous mod. We will go one more lap. Whoa, bit much into this corner. Tell you what, let's enjoy the sounds of that V8. We'll crank this guy up. Nicely done. Very nicely done. I don't have any critiques about this car, quite frankly, guys. This is the Corvette ZR1, the C4 version. Available now for free through Race Department. Absolutely brilliant. Let's take a look at a replay, and we'll see you guys next time.